Hello everybody, welcome back to 10-Minute Reviews. Jason here bringing you today's video. So real fast, I don't want to make this too long for an intro, so I'm going to try and compress it. Thank you very much to our fans. Thank you very much to our patrons. Don't forget to check the links down below for links to today's book, any other applicable links. And don't forget to check the end of the videos for details on our contests. I'm going to be running a contest on the main channel, and I'm going to have a couple of contests on the Patreon, so don't forget to check that as well. Got a bunch of signed books and stuff that I want to give away. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into today's video. Don't forget to check those links down below, guys. Got more information down there. Catch you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Today's video, we're going to be talking about Primal Hunter 4 by Zogarth. And I know I say this joke a lot, but man, I hope that's a pen name. I really do. So, we're into book 4. Again, as I'm going to say in every single video, if you're a fan of lit RPG, a fan of fantasy, you must read Primal Hunter. I put this off, and I hate myself for putting it off as long as I did. My #1 favorite lit RPG, and it's not even close. It is vaulted beyond everybody else. So, book 4. So, now we are coming up to the World Congress, which was talked about in the first book. We're getting ready for the first World Congress, which Jake is, of course, going to be part of because he owns Haven. He owns the pylon for Haven, and he is a city lord in and of itself, and I believe at this point he already has some minor royal title as well, which is really going to catapult him in the World Congress, which is something he hates. Again, Jake does not like politics. That's why he delegated out to Miranda. That's why he has a city administrator to run his city for him, and other people to do the things that he needs to do, such as Albert. Albert is a pretty cool character in and of himself. So we've got the World Congress, so we've got Jake's quest to gain even more power. He's continuing to gain more power to prepare for an event that is coming up, the treasure hunt. That is something that pops up during the World Congress. The World Congress, we learn a few things. We learn, one, that eventually they have to figure out a world lord. They're going to vote on it the first time around, but if the vote is not successful, which is pretty much impossible to have happen, they'll vote on the second World Congress. But the third World Congress, a world lord must be decided, must be voted upon, and must be anointed. There has to be a world lord by the third World Congress. The other things that they do, they also vote on an event, on an upcoming event, and the one that they end up voting on, thanks to a lot of influence by Jake, is a treasure hunt. Now because of that, they now need to gain more power, continue to get more abilities. And Jake continues, or really starts in on something that kind of becomes sort of a running theme for him at some point. Well, a couple running themes for him. The first thing that pops up that's really interesting is Jake has this thing with collecting beasts around him. Very powerful, very strong beasts. He even rescues one from a dungeon. Well, one of the kids rescues one from a dungeon, one that would consistently be instanced by the system. So, not actually its own creature, but one that's created every time someone goes into the dungeon. Actually rescues one out, and their kids, and now they are full-blown creatures within his town. Plus, of course, he's got his birds. His birds that were part of a very hilarious sequence when Jake was learning how to use his wings. Now, the other kind of running theme that pops up, that's starting to pop up, is Jake's naming conventions. As in, Jake ain't too bright when it comes to names. He's absolutely hilarious. You know, oh, hey, this thing is a hawk. What should I call you? I'm going to call you Hawky. You know, hey, you're a mystical hawk. Nice to meet you, Misty. Oh, a Sylphian hawk. Sylphie. Nice to, we're going to call you Sylphie now. His names, and this really becomes a running theme throughout the series. In fact, the fact that the town is named Haven has almost nothing to do with Jake, because it is actually mentioned in the book by another character that if it was left up to Jake to name the town, it probably would have ended up being named Townie. I think someone actually does put forth Townie McTownerface as a name, which is, of course, also somewhat amusing. But Haven ends up being the name that is chosen, but Jake would have been terrible with it if he'd have named it. But he's got Hawkeye, Misty, and Sylphie already. Plus the troll, I can't remember the name now. It says like Rod or something along those lines. So he starts to collect very powerful beasts around him. There's going to be some more that come up later in the series that are a whole lot of fun. But for the most part, this book deals with the World Congress and gaining power. Gaining power. They need to gain power both for the World Congress, and he needs to gain personal power for the upcoming event. Have to be at a certain level to even qualify for the event. The one that they voted for was the Treasure Hunt, which is going to be book 5, and that is awesome. It introduces a lot of new things and a lot of things that are really going to play a part later on in the series. So thank you everybody for watching. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now. Welcome back. So for our contests. So for the contest here on the main channel, I'm going to be running 2 contests for this month. The contest will end at the end of April. Just email me at reviewsin10@gmail.com. Put contest in the subject line so I do not skip past it. I do get a lot of emails. And I'm actually going to be running 2 contests. Email me for the first contest. Email me your suggestions for 4 categories of books. You don't have to send me 4 suggestions. Some people don't read certain categories, and that is certainly fine. Just email me your suggestions of books that I have not reviewed. Doesn't mean I haven't read them, but that I have not reviewed in 4 genres: sci-fi, lit RPG, cultivation, and the harem lit. Of course, I'm missing fantasy, but that comes up a lot with cultivation and with lit RPG and with the harem lit, so I'm just kind of leaving that one out. And I will pick of my favorites out of that. I will pick a winner, and I have a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn, and that will be going to that winner. I do actually have a bunch of books for further contests as well, but it's a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn that I will send out to the winner. And the second contest going on the main channel is pick a book. Pick a book that you've read that I have not reviewed, and email me a quick little personal review. If you can talk me into reading that book, the winner of that one will receive a signed copy of J.J. Thorne's Apocalypse Assassin, right? Yeah, Apocalypse Assassin, which I've reviewed this one. I've also reviewed Advent 9. So again, put contest in the subject line, and if you're interested in maybe getting a complete set of Mickey Kare's or the Heavy Weight of It All Book 1, also signed, check out our Patreon. I've got 2 contests that will be going on there as well. Thanks everybody. Hope you guys enjoy the videos, and don't forget to email me. Bye now.